happened in a blink. The mirror shattered, and in each broken piece, a different him. Was this really the same person? 2013 Jimin, 2015 Jimin, 2018, 2020, 2025. Each one a story, each one a world. This isn't just a transformation. This is a visual symphony, 12 years in the making, and the world is finally realizing it, especially Japan. Elle Japan, one of Asia's most respected fashion publications, didn't just feature Jimin. They crafted a tribute, a full, intimate timeline of how one boy from Busan became a living canvas of emotion, power, and beauty. So today, we walk that same path, not just through hair colors or runway moments, but through the emotions, the eras, the silent evolutions that made Jimin Jimin. 2013, the beginning. He entered the spotlight with smoky eyeliner, sharp movements, and fierce intensity. But then he smiled. His eyes disappeared. The world changed. That contrast, the duality, was breathtaking. He wasn't just debuting, he was awakening something. 2015, the fire within. Orange hair blazed like a flare in the night. His dance grew bolder, tighter. He was no longer just performing, he was commanding. Behind the fire, a slow-burning charisma. Quiet, but unstoppable. 2017, the fantasy phase. Blonde hair, pale skin, glass-like contact lenses. He didn't look like he was from this world anymore. He was ethereal, delicate and powerful. People didn't know what to call him. Beautiful, angelic, dreamlike, all of it. He wasn't just on stage, he was art. 2018, washed blue and whispers. Soft, high-toned blue hair. A gaze that looked distant, like he was holding on to something only he could feel. Fans called him a dream you try to remember after waking. That's how fragile, how otherworldly he seemed. Not to be touched, only felt. 2020, the New York legend. Silver hair, February air. New York froze as Jimin walked into history. Moonlight kissed his profile as he moved like poetry. He didn't speak. He didn't need to. His silence echoed louder than words. 2021, the butter glow. Blonde again, but gentler, softer. At the Butter press conference, he looked like the song itself. Smooth, sweet, golden. But behind the warmth, a quiet strength. He looked like someone who had seen battles and made peace with them. 2023, the solo awakening. The Jimin, stripped of every label except one himself. No loud colors, no heavy styling, just vulnerability, space, echo. You looked into his eyes and saw everything. Pain, growth, truth. This wasn't fashion, it was storytelling, without a single word. 2023, the icon and the diamond. Dior Paris, sharp suit, firm gaze. He didn't walk the runway, he redefined it. Tiffany NYC, surrounded by diamonds, but none shimmered more than him. He didn't wear the luxury, he became it. 2025, the moment of return. June 11, military discharge. No designer, no spotlight, just Jimin. Slightly flushed cheeks, calm eyes. He didn't look styled. He looked real, peaceful. And somehow, in that simplicity, he looked more beautiful than ever. And Japan saw it all. They didn't just document it, they honored it. They called it his 12-year perfect visual narrative. Not just for how he looked, but because each version told a story of becoming, of blooming, of holding on to self through every storm. So let me ask you, how many people do you know who could change this much and still be entirely, unmistakably themselves? That's the magic of Jimin. He evolves, he reinvents, but at the center of it all, behind every era, he's always him. And now that he's back, we're not just waiting for a comeback. We're witnessing a new chapter. One no mirror can reflect, no camera can fully capture, because some beauty you have to feel to understand.